Capricorn, the major conflict in the sky, and there's a lot of it this week. The major conflict in the sky is happening, I call it the clusterfuck section, is happening between your 12th and 1st houses. That automatically tells me this is a beginning and ending of a life cycle, a karmic cycle, fulfillment, something that is fulfilled, something that is done, something that is over with. Now, the pressures, the pressure points, what's putting pressure and forcing or catalyzing all of these changes is happening in your 3rd and 4th houses. Okay, with, I believe it's your 6th house. The North Node is in your 6th house. So something to do with wanting to make yourself healthier, wanting to live up to your future potential, being inspired to jump out and get out of your comfort zone because of health issues, or seeing a need to make things better, to make things stronger, to make things healthier. Sort of buttons being pushed. And it's really interesting, but there's something that's happening with the 12th house, something mysterious, and it could very well be an unexpected visitor, an unexpected knock on your door, or an unexpected guest in your home that comes in and makes you realize something that makes you finally realize that you have to push yourself forward. This is an issue because it's really talking about the clusterfuck around the sun, which is still in Capricorn, is everything is in your 1st house. There's so much still in that 1st house realm of yours. What am I going to do with myself? How do I make this change? How do I do it? And then all of a sudden something comes up and sort of just catalyzes you or forces you or pushes you into making yourself decide to change, or something pushes your buttons. You hear something. There's a 3rd house, I'm trying to think, which is where Chiron is for you. Basically, technicalities, technology. It could very well be that technology or a message that you get, an email that's sent, suddenly catalyzes you to be like, I'm not taking this bullshit anymore. I am tired of it. Or really kind of just upsetting you, a sense of, why do I need to do this? Feeling like it's futile, feeling like it doesn't make much sense, feeling like this is crap that you don't want to be dealing with right now. Something that kind of forces you to sort of recognize or realize that this is the time to do something different or try something different and take a chance. Now, why do I keep saying do something different? Well, over in your 4th house is where Uranus and Mars are basically on top of each other, and that's kind of a clash. That's a clash of the Titans. That's an energy that just says rebellion, like open rebellion. This is revolutionary kind of energy, but it's all happening in your 4th house. So there's definitely a rebellion against your 4th house, how you were raised, the concepts that you were raised with, the concepts that your mother put in your head, the concepts that your father put in your head, whatever script was written for you in the 4th house, especially with who you are or who you're meant to be. You're going to really kind of want to pick that script up and throw it out the window. Yeah. If for no other reason than you're just done with it. And I feel like it might be catalyzed because there could be a family member or somebody from your past that's coming and like sort of knocking on your door, or somebody that's staying in your home, sort of like too close for comfort, somebody that's staying in your home that reminds you of your family, or reminds you of how you were when you were raised, or how it was when you were raised. And all of a sudden there's just a sense of like this catalyst of if you were having trouble, or if you were finding trouble getting yourself over a hump to actually do something because something intimidates you, this will help you get through it. This will give you the assistance and the motivation, and maybe even like the actual technical assistance that you need to be able to do this yourself, do this on your own. Now, the 12th, 13th, depending on where you are in the world, is when we have a new moon in Capricorn that's coming up. And that's really good news for you guys, because that's the perfect time for you to welcome in something new into your life. It's a great time. New moons in Capricorn are a great time to begin a long-term project. Whatever you you begin on a new moon in Capricorn, especially being Capricorns, it's almost like these become the foundations or the cornerstones of something that will last for a very long time. So if you've been thinking of sending out that resume, getting a new job, building a new business, writing a book, whatever it is, or writing a business plan, this is the time to do it. This is the energy, the perfect time to plant this seed. The seed that you plant on this Capricorn new moon is 100% the seed that will continue to grow as long as you nurture it. Now, you don't just nurture spiritual seeds with water, you nurture them with faith. You know, you have faith in them, you plant them, you let them grow, you let the universe take them and handle them from there. But ultimately, it's a great time to plant those seeds, and speaking out loud, make the statement to the universe that you are ready. Demonstrate and show that you are ready, even if it means getting your hand getting uncomfortable, like rolling up your sleeves and getting uncomfortable, dealing with technology that usually irritates you, technology or any kind of modern applications or communications or education. Learning about technology could really irritate you, could really frustrate you, could really bore you. But ultimately, Capricorn, this is definitely something that eventually it will lead to your advancement once you plant these seeds and you take care of them and help. 623, happy birthday, Doug Denny. Yeah, I'll tell you what that means in the extended. But it'll definitely help you. I mean, it'll definitely help you kind of I don't know, it'll help push you along. It'll help motivate you. This is great energy to like almost ride like a wave. So it's a great time. Like I said, the 12th to 13th is a great time to plant those seeds for new enterprises, what you want to build in the world, because it is a new moon in Capricorn. That is the 10th house. That is about your business or your career development and what you make of yourself in the 3D world, what you build for yourself in the 3D world. So just get ready to plant those seeds around those days. The 12th or the 13th, I say, because it depends on where on the planet you are. It's kind of like it's late at night on the 12th, depending on where you are on the globe. So it could also be on the 13th. So we'll just see, right? But ultimately, this is a great time to, you know, even if it means getting uncomfortable, you know. This is why I say there's some sort of visitor coming to your home. Or maybe you are visiting somebody's home. Let me see if I can change these settings. No, it's a little bit blurry. Can you see that? Yeah. So this is almost like an maybe unexpected guest, or even an expected guest, or you paying a visit to a friend's house simply because you need the support, you need that unexpected guidance, you need that I'm sorry. Yeah, you need that support system. There's a visitor coming in. I don't know if this is a visitor, like I do think this is a real visitor. Somebody or you paying a visit that will catalyze your change, making a difference. Just feel like this is unexpected. Why? Because I'm looking at coyote. And coyote energy, it's always spontaneous. It's always, you don't really know exactly what coyote is going to do. It could be a little mysterious, a little bit mischievous, a little bit dangerous, you know, a little bit unexpected, something that you basically were not prepared for. But when coyote energy comes up, it's simply saying, let yourself have fun. Let yourself try something new. Be a little bit more adventurous than you normally would be. Coyote is a great trickster, but also a great playmate. Also somebody who teaches you how to be wise through humor and fun and playfulness. If you have somebody in your life like that, you could be getting a visit from them, you could be talking to them, you could be reaching out to them, or the suggestion is to reach out to them. because it's almost like you're going to need help to put this in a different perspective. And it's, you know, try a little help from your friends, right? What you want, this is definitely looking at something from abroad and seeing something that you desire and wanting to own it or wanting to have it, even at the expense of maybe becoming sloppy, or wanting something so bad that in some ways you're almost going to reveal, and this is the self-sabotage aspect. In some ways you want something else so bad that you may start to reveal little by little, unwittingly and unwantingly reveal that, like, what your real feelings are, just by how much focus or attention you're paying to something else, because other people are paying attention to you and what you're paying attention to. So this could just very well mean that you are being watched, or that your eye is on the prize so intently that you might get a little distracted and might become very obvious that what you want will become very obvious. But I think that I think that's a good warning. It's not a big warning, but it's a necessary warning. This is definitely like, find your tribe, find your soul tribe, find the people that you belong with, and be around them. Make sure that you allow yourself to have, I'm sorry, this camera setting, I can't change it right now, but it's really annoying me. This is about finding your soul tribe, letting yourself be amongst them. And I think, let's put it this way, Capricorn, I think you know who you need to be around right now to hear the words in your head to put you into the right place to keep moving forward. You know exactly who you need to be around to move in the direction that you want to move, because these are just people that inspire you. They're people that inspire you to remember what it is that you actually want, what it is that you have been wanting or waiting for a long time. Now, this tells me that there's something that you have been desiring for a while, and that lots of different, maybe good sounding excuses or old obligations have held you back, but ultimately you've never stopped desiring this. The thing that you've been desiring is exactly what you need to go after now at this time. And I think that what you're going to do is pay a visit to or connect with people who actually, you know, it's almost like you're connecting with people who are as crazy as you think this risk is. Because ultimately you don't want to be around people who will hold you back right now, but you don't want to feel alone in this. You want to be around people who will encourage your it's not even your risk taking. You want to be around those people right now. Absolutely. Because they'll help to balance you. They'll help to remind you that you do have the skills and that you can do this. And yes, life is risky, but ultimately it's a dance. You know, dancing is balance and it's fun. And even though, yes, there's a little bit of a risk here because she is walking on a high wire, ultimately it's time to play too. It's also a time to have a great deal of fun. You know, this sense of maybe this is how you were when you were younger, and somebody a long time ago told you that that was just a selfish way to be, or you felt like it was a selfish way to be. You might have associated a lot of really negative things in your past life with this risky behavior and put those aspects of yourself away. But ultimately, you are not the same person that you used to be. You are not in the same place in life that you used to be. You have changed, you have grown, and you have prepared yourself for new lessons and for new opportunities. And this is a new opportunity for you. Once again, this is basically your friends helping you out. If you get off track, they're kind of pulling you back. They're trying, or vice versa. It could be you trying to pull somebody else back, rein them in from making a stupid, foolish mistake. And ultimately, there's a sense of, how do I take the risk and not take unnecessary risk? And this is where you call upon sort of the wisdom and support of your friends, all kinds of friends that will help balance you, friends that will help guide you, friends that will help. This is just a lot of help. People helping remind you who the fuck you are, but also keeping you in check right now so that you don't go overboard. That's what it's saying. I see, okay, let's go into the moon cards. The energy is gaining momentum, but nothing is yet set in stone. And all of these are like on their way. And then hold your vision. So yeah, I mean, this is just, okay. This time ticker that goes on as I'm recording this, I saw 333, and then I just saw 444. So what this means is that you're divinely protected, and that there is something that, yeah, you're right, it isn't set in stone, and yeah, you're right, there's no safety here, but there is a good investment here. But this is a time to make an investment in something that you are going to have to create the safety for. There is no safety net here. Or the safety net is going to come from your friends, from people who care about you. You know, from people who wouldn't let you fall, from people who want to see you take this challenge. And they know it's going to make your life better. There's a lot of... When I saw that everything was happening in your 12th and 1st house, there was just a sense of this is destiny. And then I started shuffling the Secret Language of Light deck, this deck, and so many cards came out that it was like, yeah, this is definitely their destiny. So this is real, and look at what it started and ended with. Triumph and victory, and then you wielding the sword. You know, it's the same sword. It's clarity, so this is wellness and this is alignment. So this is getting your life back into balance by doing something that is okay. I have to stop talking about this as if it's like something, a huge risk. You know that you have to do this. You know that actually this isn't as big of a risk as staying where you are now. But ultimately, it's like for some reason you're stuck. And I think that reason is something that you learned 4th house. That's why rebellion has to happen. It's almost like an explosion of what you were taught as a kid. Like really getting rid of it. As disrespectful as you think that is, as horribly frightening as you think that is, ultimately there is just something that is happening within that 4th house that makes you realize how very, very important it is, how very important wellness is, how very important taking care of yourself and forging your path and building your dreams is something that's just extremely important. This is victory and success. Think of the Ace of Swords, something that you triumphed over after a great deal of hardship. Also communications and clarity coming in. Really clarity on clarifying what makes you heal, what makes you feel good, what makes you kind of like, almost like a health guru. What makes you feel the best? Clarity on wellness, maybe that you're sharing and communicating with others, channeling and visualizing, and ask your soul. All of this is spiritual work. All of this is very unpragmatic. It's filled with faith. It's filled with spirituality. It doesn't have that tangible. I'll tell you why, because Saturn is in Aquarius now. There's a different kind of energy. This isn't about the tangible. This is about the conceptual. This is about making roots in the concept, in the strategy, in the risk taking. That's how you spread your roots right now. That's where you root yourself, in this doing something different, in this seeing things from a different perspective, in this trying something new, or forcing like realizing that there are different ways to do things. And that's not it. Doing something that you haven't done before. Taking a chance. Even if it goes against what makes you comfortable. And you're wielding the sword. So I almost feel like in some ways this is you inspiring other people. Guiding other people. Balancing yourself out. And I just feel something happening at the home. You might be inviting people into your home. You might be having a meeting in your home, talking to people in your home, or I don't know, something in the home. Or it could be starting at home with your family and with your friends, the people who live with you or the people who live close by you. So it's starting very close to home. That's why I also see something on the internet as well. Like web design, designing your website, just establishing yourself online. Let's get into your spirit guide messages. So these are your animal totem messages. They're really going to tell you what spirit is trying to say to you, exactly what messages will be coming through from spirit this week. Now, Capricorn. Oh, Jesus Christ. I know, always something. Now, Capricorn, if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please do. You can click that subscribe link below and also ring that bell, because I upload like 12 to 14 videos a week. You should always watch your sun, moon, and your rising sign. Capricorn specific readings and messages come out on Wednesday. They always have an extended reading. That link is below, right underneath this video, and it's a tarot card reading that articulates specifics that we don't get into in this reading because it would just be too long. You can also subscribe directly to Vimeo, and you'll get access about a day in advance to all the extended readings that I upload. That's also where I post my weekly astrological forecast for free. Those are totally for free. I post them also to my Instagram account, and you can follow me on Instagram to participate in that. Other great content, as well as my live feeds. I go live on Instagram, usually Monday through Friday. That's born_without_boundaries. That's where you can join me there, and I hope that you do. I'm not going live now, and I'm not doing personal readings now to minimize my work because I am recovering. I've been sick, so I'm just trying to take care of myself and my family. But I will start lives very shortly, probably next week. And yeah, that's it. Let's get back into the reading. Co-create with spirit. So this is definitely like, this is almost bad news. I just hate to say it, like, but that's Raven. Raven comes around to tell you shit that's real. Like, Raven is real, but it's the stuff that people don't want to hear. It's almost like Raven is think of the Edgar Allan Poe, right? The Raven, right? Think about it. It's there to remind you of stuff that you know is true, but you don't want to face. You know, it's there to make you hear stuff that you don't want to hear. And this kind of comes out in the past a little bit. So definitely in the past, you've been facing or struggling things that that have been bringing stuff to your attention that almost like you knew you had to think about, but you had grown really comfortable with not facing it. And then we have slow and steady wins the race. So this had been going on for a while, or your movement or progress had been very slow. And that's because you didn't want to listen, or you didn't want to face it, or you weren't emotionally ready to handle that circumstance yet. Or you could be dealing with somebody who's moving very, very slow because they weren't emotionally ready to handle it. This is the truth. This is Aquarian energy. This is public recognition. This is where you really shine. So doing something that you really, really shine at. Interesting. Okay. I guess I'm confused as to why that's a bad thing. Be at home. So this is something closer to home, something that would maybe keep you closer to home, or prioritizing the home. This is in the near past. So this is prioritizing fourth house stuff. Kind of remembering what else is important to you other than, you know, sort of what's in the 3D world. Yeah, this is very Cancerian energy, something that's very much very nurturing, very, very much close to home. Take time out. This is trying to heal yourself, get well. Also somebody who has a lot of authority in your life, or something that's almost scary and intimidating for you. Maybe somebody wasn't that well. It's kind of scaring you because this has been building up for a while, and it's almost like your fears have been realized. And then a rebirth is assured. So somebody is changing. It's almost like somebody got the message and maybe they wouldn't let you deliver it to them, but now all of a sudden it's been delivered to them. This could also be very hard times, but it's also a sense of change is happening because of it, and it's necessary change. This is taking root. finding what is really matters and where you want to put your roots down and where you belong. And this is Cancerian energy, but it's like not wanting to let go, holding on to something that you don't want to let go of, something that's rooted into you that you don't want to let go of, but it's not necessarily the healthiest thing. And then we have think on your feet. Yeah, you're just gonna have to go with the flow on this one. Moving forward, you're not supposed to be prepared. There's no amount of preparedness that you could make. This is Sagittarius energy. This is maybe traveling, roaming around, being spontaneous, allowing yourself to improvise, but think in the future. It's almost like you're improvising your future and totally going against what you learned in the past, because what you learned in the past can't help you with this. This is something completely new. There's absolutely nothing from the past that could teach you or prepare you for the challenges or the chances that you're going to have to take moving forward. So this is something completely unique. Let's get yours. Yeah, I will definitely go into tarot and ask what the hell this is specifically, clarify all of that. Let's see what the angel messages have to say though, Capricorn. That's yours. Stop. Let's see. Trust. Ooh. All will work out well. We, your angels, are here to nurture, protect, and heal you. Trust in the healing power of our love. We love you more than you will ever know. Trust. Sorry. It's not working. Trust. Then we have precious gift. Friendship, family, and love are precious gifts. Do not lose sight of what is most important. You're rearranging your life, aren't you? To incorporate family more into your daily routine. To incorporate the fourth house into more of what matters to you. Wow. Maybe you're finding a way to incorporate that into your new business model. Middle path, embrace both sides. The middle path is the road to a balanced and more peaceful life. And we've been getting that reoccurring theme over and over in this reading. Choosing a middle path, finding that happy. It's almost like you want to balance now. You don't want to just like be all about the 10th house. You want to start something new that will basically make you feel proud of yourself, but also you love having your family around. You want to be able to prioritize that too. Inspiration, a new idea comes to you like a gentle whisper inside your heart. Listen and take action. This is inspiration from high above. All of a sudden, a communication comes in to make something clear to you. Peace, no matter where you are or what you're doing, inner peace is always possible. All it takes is a subtle shift in awareness. Think love and peace will follow. Oh boy. Let's try to get that in focus. One more. Sacred source. We, your angels, are here to remind you of your magnificence. You are literally an angel in the making, a being of eternal love and light, forever one with God, Goddess, and all creation. So this is becoming who you are meant to be. And last year was definitely the prep period for it. Let's get into the nitty-gritty over in tarot. I will see you guys in the extended.